Let's talk about wRC plus in baseball. Guys, I promise it's not as complicated as it looks. If you're like me and would hear announcers and commentators being like, oh yeah, the wRC plus is like 130, and you're like, here's another stat I don't know. Trust me, I'm about to break it down for you to understand every time you see it and hear it. Okay, bear with me now. wRC plus means weighted runs created plus. Now, before we learn about the plus, you have to know that wRC is just weighted runs created. What's the difference between the two? The plus means that it takes into account the external factors like park and league, the era, any situational factors that play into the result of a player creating runs is what the plus is for. And that's the one you kind of want to look out for a little bit more, because that stat is adjusted based off all those conditions. Weighted runs created just focuses on the run creation, because that's how we win the games, with the runs, and a player's ability to make runs. Basically, in a nutshell, it evaluates a hitter's performance and how they got to that run. It involves the run itself, plate appearances, league average, all that kind of combined into one stat. Basically, just a player's total offensive value measured in runs. So it's all about the runs. This is the formula for wRC. This is the formula for wRC plus. Again, I don't do math formulas and equations, so there are a lot of videos on that. If you wanted to figure that out, definitely go to Fangraphs. That's where you get the wRC and RC plus information. I just like looking at the number and knowing what it means for a certain player. But all you really need to know, the league average is 100. Anytime you see 100, that's the league average of runs. Anything above that is a percentage better than that average. Anything below that is a percentage lower than that average. What does that mean? We're gonna look at CJ Abrams for the Nationals. His wRC plus is 126. So that means that he makes 26% more runs than the league average, or he's 26% better than the league average in runs. If he was at, let's say, 50 for his wRC plus, that would mean he makes 50 less runs than the league average. Also, there are team wRC pluses, just like I showed you in the first clip, this one here. So there's a team wRC plus and there's individual wRC pluses. So if you see the team one, it's just a collective offensive value from the team in runs, but usually you will be seeing the individual players wRC plus, which means that their individual offensive run contribution. The MLB player with the highest amount was Babe Ruth, who had 197. So that means he made 97% more runs than the league average, which is outstanding. Again, all you really have to know is that 100 is the average. Anything above that is a percentage better than the average. Anything below that is a percentage lower than the average in runs. And if you think about, oh, well, they're playing in this field, or they have this wall in this field, and the weather condition was this, all of that is taken into account with that plus symbol. You don't have to worry about that being an outlier. Hopefully that made sense, because when I saw that, I was like, oh, so now every time I see this stat, I know exactly what you're talking about.